that you
Oh,
were speaking about. But so the my thing with the raw emotion, I think chat was actually saying something about it. So Phenom says so women can lie. Excuse me. Oh wait, Phenom, you trying to get in trouble? So women can lie. I mean, excuse me. Spare our pride and ego, and we got to come through with unfiltered emotions too. Uh,
No, we do the same thing. Because if we wasn't, we would all be that guy on Instagram.
what? Who?
The guy that what's his name? We just talked about it earlier.
Kevin
If we didn't spare emotions, we will all be that guy.
I think everybody spares emotions here or there.
You have to. Sometimes you got to sugarcoat. You got to.
No,
but you only spare.
It's not even sugarcoat. It's just that.
No, it's sugarcoating.
It goes back to what you said in the beginning about like setting, environment. Like sometimes in the moment it might not be the time, but you have to find that time, especially if it's important and you feel like it needs to be addressed. It needs to be addressed in a situation where both are not going to get defensive. Both parties are not going to get defensive. That you're able to be open and say, okay, I'm listening to understand, and I'm not listening to respond. Like you said this, so I'm gonna say this, and you said this, so I'm gonna say this. It's like, let me understand where you're coming from. Let me understand why it made you feel that way or why you felt that way. I need to try to understand. And that's a hard place. That's why I think, Brand, when you said counseling, because it brings a setting of, okay, let me try to at least listen to understand and not, oh, because you said this, I have a rebuttal. Or let me said this, let me Google. I'm going to tell you why. No, that's not the case. The case is to try to understand why the person is feeling the way they're feeling. Actually, Shane, that goes back to, remember, I think in the first, I don't know, I might have said it in the first podcast when we were talking about relationships, about apology. Remember, and I said that sometimes you're not apologizing because you don't apologize because, oh, well, I was right, so I'm not going to apologize. Because best believe that was my husband. My husband always felt like apology was like, I have to be wrong, so I'm going to apologize.
Right. But why am I apologizing if I'm not wrong? If I hurt your feelings, I'm apologizing for hurting your feelings.
I'm apologizing because it made you feel some type of way, right? It made you feel, and you can't negate somebody's emotions or how they made you feel, because you have to think about it in vice versa. If I made you feel some type of way of not having sex with you, what? Why am I apologize? Why am I?
But don't. Why would you apologize though? If you don't feel like having sex, and I'm mad at you don't feel like having sex, you can't be like, baby, I'm sorry, but today I don't. Just don't like.
No, they can say, hey, look, I'm sorry you're upset, but like, I'm tired.
Relationship is considering the other person, no matter what it is. It's considering the other person. It's the same way I would consider you. You would think that you would consider me too. And that's where that comes from. It's like, if we're going to at least try to be in a relationship, I have to consider you as much as you're considering me. So
see, and that's kind of my thing, because like I've been called out on this like raw emotion type thing, and I was literally asking questions today because I have no idea. I was like, I don't know how to do that, because and what I do and what I say, I try to consider everything, so it's already going to come out with a filter. But it's like, I feel as though if a situation is happening, or if a situation is telling for me to I don't know, call you out about something, or tell you how I feel about something, it's like, yeah, you need to know how I feel and you need to hear it. Now I'm because I'm with you, because I love you, or whatever, what have you, I'm going to cushion it as much as I can. And you might call it sugarcoating, but I'm going to cushion what I have to say to you as much as I can. But I'm going to say it, you're going to hear it, and you have to feel where I'm coming from regardless. So it's like, it's being asked for like a raw emotion. That means without that cushion, it's like you're asking to get your feelings hurt is what you're asking for.
I was brought up.
Go ahead. Go. No, go.
I was brought up. I don't care who's delivering the message. If it's right, it's right. I don't care how they say it. I don't care if they whisper it. I don't care if they yell at you. But because I'm brought up that way, I get more knowledge that way, because I don't take the way you're saying it to me personally. I'm listening to what you're saying.
But you're one individual.
But when you're with a person,
I have to switch all of that up.
Yeah, when you're with a person, you have to take in consideration how they feel based off of what you said. So sometimes it might call for an apology, because like, yeah, I had to tell you this, but I see that you look pretty sad about it. I need you to understand what I said was real, but I am sorry that you feel the way that you feel.
So
Like,
I'm
I don't want you. I don't
apologizing.
want you to feel sad because I had to tell you my truth or whatever. But at the same time, I had to tell you, and I'm sorry it made you feel that way. But still know it.
I'm apologizing because I told you the milk was white. But I'm apologizing for how I told you the milk was white. The milk is white, but I didn't say it thinking about how your feelings is. Is that what we're saying? I should have thought about how I'm supposed to say this to you because
I should have thought about how it would make you feel.
At the end of the day, an apology has to sound sincere. You have to come from a
place.
See,
I don't like how you said that. I don't like how you said that. It don't have to be true. It has to sound sincere.
Well, when I say sound sincere, meaning you have to be empathetic with, okay, if it was me and vice versa. For example, if I said, get the fuck out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get the fuck out, right? Now you have to put yourself in that person's position because now it's like, oh, snaps. That and that might have been a raw. That's an example of raw emotion.
That's a raw emotion. That's a raw emotion right there.
Get the fuck out, right? And you're like, no, that's it. That's a raw emotion. But now you have to go back and sincerely, oh my God, even though you might have felt some type of way and you might have felt right about feeling the way you might have felt, you have to now think back, if I was that person and I said, get the fuck out, that's where you have to be empathetic. Like, okay, I wouldn't definitely want nobody telling me get the fuck out.
Yeah, but if you telling me to get the fuck out because it's fire, I'm getting the fuck. Like, it's hard for me to understand that because I was brought up like you just. I don't care how you say it. Listen,
trying to bring a raw emotion situation and then give an idea of like being. Always think about things sometimes and vice versa because.
I definitely do, but that don't stop me from telling you how I feel in the way that. Okay. Me simplifying how I feel to you might not really describe how I really feel to you because I have to say it in a way to not hurt your feelings.
You have to say it in
a way. So I'm
like,
hey, I don't like you leaving the toilet seat up. I have to say it that way because any other way, you're not going to listen.
Or you're not going to hear me out. But that's right. The case. You're not really sure until the experience that part. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because let's just say you did say it nicely. Can you please leave the toilet seat down? And then I know what's something flying away, and he leaves the toilet seat up again. Like I said, that's where that consideration. Okay, I got to consider that maybe there was a point where you just happened to forget because we can be forgetful. That's where a woman thinks is like, okay, we can be forgetful sometimes, so you got to be considerate. But after a few times. Like if you never attempted to actually put the toilet seat down, we have a problem.
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, because like you said, especially if there's no attempt to change a particular behavior, it's like you heard me say it. You said that you understood when I said it, but yet you did nothing to change at all. So obviously, you don't find it important enough to make that change, and that's where it becomes an issue. That's where a conversation is definitely needed. But I think it's definitely important, the idea of empathy, especially when you're with somebody, because I say when you're with somebody, that person is the closest person to you. You should want to take their feelings, their thoughts into consideration when you say something, when you do something, when you make a plan about something, because in you knowing that person, you're supposed to find out. And that's what I'm saying. That's that honesty conversation that you're supposed to have with that person regardless, because you're supposed to find out what's important to them. You're supposed to find out the priorities for them. L Boogie, things like, I don't know if we touched on it last time we did a pod, but things like love languages. You're supposed to find out how it is that your partner perceives what love is, and vice versa, how they give love and how they receive love. You're supposed to know those things. That way, when you say something, when you do something, when you plan something, you have all that information to consider before you say it. So when you have to display that raw emotion, when you have to tell them something or it has to come off a bit stern, that's what I'm saying. That's why I say I have such a hard time with raw emotion, because there's so many things that I have to consider when I say something.
Can this work?
It's an automatic filter gets put there for me.
Right. I get you. Can this work? Because I have I don't care how you talk to me, as long as it's facts, I'll take it the way I take it. Can you be in a relationship where it's the opposite for the other person? Like that person can come at you like that, but you can't come at them like that. Will that work? Like they know they can come at me and just say however they feel, however they want to, and I'm not going to take it anyway. I'm just listening exactly to what you're saying. But the other person, I have to sugarcoat it for them.
You said
order.
You say can that work? I believe that can work. However,
I feel like it's understood in a sense.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
There's going to be things that are boundaries. Like for example, like I'm like you. Like you can say something to me. I'm not going to pay attention to how you're saying it. I'm going to take what you're saying first.
Right.
But the thing is, just as long as what you're saying doesn't get disrespectful, that's my thing. Like the language that you're using doesn't get, as long as it doesn't get disrespectful. And that's what I try to make clear. Like any idea that you're trying to tell me, look, I'm with you. I'm going to be with you. I'm going to try to understand it and process it and all that other stuff. But when you cross that line of it getting disrespectful, now I'm starting to be like, hey, listen, you can still tell me how you feel. You ain't got to say fuck you in between. Like you don't have to do that. We can still talk. You ain't got to say my ears are big in between. You ain't got to hit me with the insults in between. Tell me how you feel, but don't get disrespectful, because my thing is I don't speak like that to you. So,
right, but you can't get mad at that's my point. I'm just proving. I don't speak like that to you, but it's okay for you to speak like that to me because I can take it differently.
I still think a line has to be drawn somewhere, like that. Because when I'm sure we're different, but my thing is when I say you can.
Yeah, I'm bald head with a beard.
No, well, what I'm saying is you can speak that way to me is like if you're emotional, if you're angry, if you're upset, if you're sad, like no matter what type of mood that you're in, I'm going to accept certain things from you or certain moods from you while you're speaking without like, man, why are you talking to me like that? Or why is your tone like that? Or whatever. Like I'm going to accept that from you because I'm listening to what you're saying first. So that tone of how you're saying it, like I'm not really, like I'm going to stick with what you're saying first before I pay attention to your tone. But like I said, that line is there to where, but if you start getting disrespectful, that means we're crossing lines of having a civilized conversation, bro. Like, you know, especially if we don't establish a relationship and that we talk to each other like that. I don't talk to you like that. I don't understand why you feel like to get your point across, you have to talk to me like that. Like you already know I'm going to take whatever mood you throw at me and I'm going to listen to what you're saying. But now the language that you're using is it's getting kind of disrespectful. That's my thing, personally. Like there is a line, but that line is like all the way down there. Like I'm gonna let you say a whole lot of shit, and then once you get down there, I'm like, hey, watch it. Now you, like you don't like when people talk about your mama. It's like, hey, watch it. Don't say nothing about my mama. Now you know.
That depends on the person. Now it's a preference. Wherever that line they draw is where they draw.
I don't think you should tolerate disrespect in any form of relationship, honestly.
Yeah, but the disrespect is on the person. If all they dealt with was bum ass niggas, so it might not be disrespect for them.
Then most likely I'm not talking. Like then talk to me different. That's the thing. I'm not gonna talk to my girl the same way I talk to my boys, unless I know like we're playing or whatever. But like, I'm not going to talk to you the way I talk to my boys. I'm not going to talk to you the way I talk to any stranger on the street. Like, because you're my girl, like you're automatically going to get that when I speak to you, that level of affection or that level of cushion or like things like that. So I might tell some stranger, hey, get the fuck out. I might tell you, hey, look, man, it might be time for you to leave. I'm telling you the same shit, but it's different how I'm saying it to you because I care for you. You understand what I'm saying? So like, if you're with me, that
So what happens? What happens when that raw emotion comes out and you just
when that raw emotion
like,
come out,
but you wasn't thinking because
Did
it
you
was
ever-
natural. It was a natural. It was a natural, uncontrolled emotion that you.
that's
you
that's
ever
Leave,
have
but
to
you wasn't leave. It was
get the fuck out?
that's when you go in. That's when the alarms in your head should start blaring and going off. Like, oh shit, I need to apologize right now. I said some shit that had no filter on it, and and I think I fucked up.
between good raw emotion and then you gotta be specific because that raw emotion it's there, it can be there, but I think you don't want to have that raw emotion. You know what I mean?
It's dangerous.
It's a response. Yeah, then it becomes a response.
If you don't know how to use it, it's dangerous. And I was speaking with one of my friends on Facebook, and I said he told me that it's dangerous and it's borderline toxic. And I said, so what you're saying is you have to kind of because people are asking, like, some people want that raw emotion. And I know, like, that's one of the things I've been asked from before. Like, I need some raw emotion. So I'm like, so what you're saying is I need to dip my toe into toxicity, but like, be careful not to fall in. Like, is that what they asking for? And he was like,
no. That sounds like raw emotion. That's a first for me. Like, that's a first. Like,
he was like, yeah, that sounds like what they asking for.
Did you have to apologize for any actions during your raw emotion experience? Like, say it's the raw emotion.
True story. True story.
Do I need to apologize for talking to you that way?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Absolutely. Especially if you see the results of what you said physically on your partner.
Hey, that's beer number 5, yo. This is gonna be a great show. I'm gonna get lit the whole time. We out here, baby.
Them drinks?
Hey, wait, I got some wine too. Let's keep it going. You just reach in the fridge and get something else. Oh my god. But no, that was good, man. And y'all got any final takes on raw emotion?
Raw emotion. I think raw emotions. The definition depend on the person. Their definition of raw emotion might be different from somebody else. No,
I think it's pretty. Yeah. I think it's pretty.
It's
defined. Black and white. Yeah,
I think it's pretty black and white. I think it's pretty straightforward. Like,
that's a cool way. Look, see, and y'all could have been like how my parents are and just told me you was just fucking dumb and stupid, Brandon. But y'all was like, no, that's pretty. It's pretty stable. That's the definition.
You're
right
my boy,
there,
man. It's gonna,
Yeah. I got you.
I gotta put that filter in between it.
I appreciate you.
Damn dummy. All right, El Boogie. What about you? What about you, Bill? Any last?
I mean, my thing on raw emotion.
That's scary.
I would only want good raw emotion. I want, that raw emotion. You walk in the door, you see me, you want to give me a kiss or a hug or like, give me just those. I don't want no anger.
I don't want no following me to giant raw emotion.
I don't want no bad type of raw emotion, but.
Right. It's a slippery slope. You got to be careful how you tread when you're dealing with raw emotion.
Usually when you go in raw with the emotion, it is.
Because it clearly says like not controlled. So I wouldn't want no bad experience, uncontrolled, anger and I don't know.
Yeah. Phenom said, talk to me like I'm an upgrade from your last nigga. I know that's right. Talk to me
unless you're not.
Unless you're not.
Unless you're not.
Talk to me nice.
How will you know you was the upgrade? Or
you feel me? You feel me? You never know the upgrade until you see the upgrade. It's like, okay, you had a PS2. I'm a PlayStation 5. I see it.
All right, El Boogie.
And that nigga's an explorer and you an expedition.
Our next topic is from this. Now, y'all can, before I show this book is called, I'm going to tell you what the book's called. It's called When Good Men Are Tempted by Bill Perkins. Now,
did they put the apple there?
Wait, now this is on Amazon, but I don't like the Amazon version because they clearly like updated it and stuff, and it doesn't look like this book. It looks like a big green apple or something like that, whatever. But I don't like the audio book, and I like if somehow you could find this version. It's a 1999 version book.
Paperback.
from way
Yeah.
back in the day. But I want to talk about this. Let's talk about, okay, what do you think this book could possibly be about just based on the title? It's called When Good Men Are Tempted. What do you think? What do you think?
When you have a pair of shoes and you go to the store and you see another pair of shoes that look a little better than what you have, and you like, hey, but I got a fresh pair in the house, but I don't have that pair. And you just sitting at the window like, damn, what would I do with that pair of shoes, man? I like wear this outfit. I might throw this on. And then you look back in your closet, like, but I do got a nice pair in the house. That pair in the house is sweet. And then you like, man, let me just try one shoe on. And next you know, here's a whole new pair. Was that a great example? I'm gone.
I'm not flying out. I'm not following that up. That's that was a good one. That was a good one. I can't follow that up.
Every time. No, Shane, what do you think? What do you think about?
I think he nailed the nail with the hammer on the head. However that saying goes, I think he got it pretty much.
And so yeah, he basically kind of got it. It goes into a little bit more depth about the men experience as far as, you know, the being tempted, and exploring, you know, well, if you are a heterosexual, obviously, then a woman's, you know, nature.
Okay.
And I think
was that the original word that you wanted to use? I felt like you were searching for a word and you just settled on that one.
But I'm promoting this book. Like, guys, this book is a page turner read. Like, forget Steve Harvey, think like a lady. This book right here get you right. You know, it explored the man's nature of his, I guess, kind of coming into, I wouldn't say sexuality, but the idea of, and actually, you know what, this ties everything into it, and even like the marriage, how we were talking about marriage and relationship, how basically a man can, I guess, stay faithful in a sense, and how there are men who are actually suffering with
by staying faithful.
Yeah, temptation, with trying not to put themselves in situations, and they don't have a place, they don't have a safe place to actually speak with other men about their temptations. Like, I know I have a woman, right? But I can't help looking at all these other beautiful women, especially now with social media. You got so, you know, IG, and I can't help but fantasize about these other women, their butts or their boobs, whatever.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not looking.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like you can window shop all you want as long as you don't purchase nothing.
And that's totally fine. But what this book is getting into is how, if it comes across so much, at what point do you feel like you'll mess around and dabble in stepping out, or put yourself in a situation you shouldn't? Because that's what this book is actually getting at. It's getting at how men, it starts off, like you said, well, the book starts off where he's outside, right? And he saw a neighbor, the neighbor's wife, naked in the window. And he couldn't stop himself from looking. He had to like watch her, right? And then when he went back in his house, his wife was like, what took you so long to come in the house? But he couldn't tell her, like, I saw my neighbor naked in the window, right? But then it also triggered, like, gosh, I kind of want to see her again, even though it was harmful in his eyes, but it obviously couldn't have been too harmful because he couldn't tell his wife that he saw his neighbor naked in the window, right? So he's like, you know, I want to see her naked in the window again. At what point do you think that's where a man's like going so far, keeping himself like, no, you know what, I need to make sure that I don't go looking in that window again, because it sparks. They say in the book, he talks about how some men, it sparks things, and then they get themselves in situations they're not supposed to. Like, at first they used to not ride past, but now they always ride past. And then they kind of get themselves caught up. Because now it's like, when I didn't, now I'm doing it.
That's because another car always look good if you ain't in it.
Why you got all these your shoes and the cars? Like why you ain't got nothing?
I might not be married, but I hang out. I know a lot of old married people
that got cars.
I know that's right.
And shit, they be saying, "Hey, you can go ahead out there and go ahead and farm. You ain't gonna grow nothing if the field ain't right. So you go out there and sleep with all these women you want, but you ain't gonna grow nothing if she ain't. You feel me? That's how the old women. And that's how the old people talk. They give you some shit, have you in the house. It's like, so if you got water.
Like men have a safe place. Like if you were say if you were one of the friends that has kind of like that addiction, let's just say we'll call it an addiction, right? Where you just can't seem to stay away, like from the porn. Even use like Kirk Franklin, because I know Kirk Franklin had a big porn situation. Like do you feel like you guys have a safe place to be like, I can discuss it with another guy, like I need help.
What do you think goes on in the group chat, the fellas group chats?
Why is it wrong if I never cheat?
Don't feel safe in their groups or safe to tell another guy like I have a problem, like.
Oh, like if it's a problem, like I just can't stop, man. I don't know.
I can't stop looking at porn.
Right, right. Because
I'd rather my girl use a dildo all day and me not please her than her go out to get real dick. Nigga, if you gotta look at porn and to keep you in the house from not cheating, go look at it. If baby girl, if you gotta use that toy for you not to go cheat, use the toy.
So I think I can kind of clean that up a bit. I think
that wasn't PG-13 episode, was it?
I think that you said that book was what 99, 93.
Back when women was thinking like that.
Right before 2000.
So I think as far as I think it's the modern times. I don't see how that may necessarily. I'm sure in 99 and 2000 before the internet was such a baby around there, man.
Book, but I'm just kind of like trying to bring a topic.
No, yeah. I feel like for the modern man right now, us being men, and especially if you're like when you with your boys, man, we say all types of shit. Like you with your boys. If it's I'm trying to see how much because El Boogie ain't supposed to know.
We say some stuff.
We say stuff. You know what I mean? Like we know. Hey. That's what the group chats are for. That's what the you go talk to your boys. You tell them what's up, man.
But you also got them real friends to be like, bro, don't do it, man. You got something better in the house, man.
Yeah, like
why even participate in that, man? You gonna do this, and then you got some friends like, man, how's she gonna catch you? How's she gonna catch you? How's she gonna catch you? Well, how's she gonna catch you though?
And then you have that choice to where it's like I can't hang out with such and such, man, because they're gonna get me in trouble, man. I can't,
I ain't got no friends.
I can't talk to such and such, man. They're gonna have me out there hollering at these females. Like we know who to go to with what. That's what I'm saying.
You're making this real personal right now.
The modern man got options of who they can talk to and who we felt comfortable enough to share those things. Like even with that example that you were giving as far as the story he was telling in the book, and he was like I guess the shame that he felt when he came into the house and was like, I saw my neighbor naked, but who
don't desire somebody else?
The
at
modern
one point
man
in their life
is coming in the house and it's like she's like, hey, what took you so long? Baby, they got their curtains open. I saw such and such. Like he like me, his wife walking around naked upstairs in the
That don't make it better, bro. You might have just started an argument. Why you outside looking at that bitch?
Nah,
in the house. Like you gotta go outside and look at the bitch.
First of all, that's what I'm on the sidewalk. She opened the door. What's up? What's taking you so long? Baby, come here.
Look up there, baby. Look at the stars. Look at the stars right there. By Pluto. Look at that bitch. Look at that bitch by Pluto.
It depends on who you with. Like me and my girl, we nosy. Like we hear the neighbors arguing. We be like, shut up. What they talking about? What they arguing about? We nosy. So
I feel like I can look on Amazon all day. As long as I don't buy nothing, I am fine. As long as I don't put myself in a position to ruin my life, because usually if you married, after marriage, you're going to ruin your life for at least 2 years. You want to give up. We got to figure some shit out. If I window shop, it's fine, because who don't desire somebody? Who don't have a crush? You're just not supposed to.
You're not supposed to tell your significant other at all.
No. You can. You're just not supposed to act on it.
I
If I love you enough, baby girl, I will fuck the shit out of her if I wasn't with you.
I don't think you say it like that.
And it's so funny. I feel like that only. I mean, I won't say that only, but that works when like. And it's funny because you would never do that with I guess either someone that's at like reach or close, right? Like you'll do it to celebrities. You'd be like, oh yes, and I like that, or you'd be like, oh, whatever.
No, it could be that neighbor upstairs that man.
That's too close. That's too close. That's too close.
Exactly.
Is it?
If you're actively trying to stay faithful, you're not going to put yourself in a position that close.
Okay, look, I'm actively trying to
not
stay
even the
faithful.
neighbor.
Not even the neighbor.
But every Tuesday, this neighbor comes out and wash her car. I'm gonna stay faithful, but don't act like I'm not out there every Tuesday.
What you out there for? Now you just asking for trouble.
Did you see Miss Parker?
Have you seen Miss Parker? Look out your window like a regular creep. What you going out on the sitting on the stoop for, staring at Miss Parker?
So you in the house doing the dishes, looking through the window. She come inside. You like what you looking at? Now you done messed up your whole Friday. That was your Friday. That was your Friday.
You said that was my Friday.
That was your Friday, but now you done did it in the kitchen. She don't understand why she ain't good enough for you. You gotta look at Samantha. What's good with Samantha? We got the same size titties.
But you know what, too? I question people, and even with the social media, because like some people, not me personally, but some people, with the social media are like, don't even like a picture of another Instagram.
That's too far.
Like, it implies like
stroller. I don't
now do you guys feel like where's the boundary there? Where do you feel like the boundary is there?
I feel like that has to do with self-esteem. If I've proven to you that I love the shit out of you, I don't care what picture I like. Am I liking a picture in the house with you while I'm eating that? Like, come on. Like that shouldn't make that. I don't know. No. I like whatever picture I like. It's the act that makes it the worst. So, don't act on it. Don't participate in it. Don't text it. Don't DM it.
And I think like that. It's like if I was to like a man's picture with his abs and say he got the little tight showing, little PP, whatever.
A real nigga would be like, oh, that's what you want, babe? Jim. Jim, she gonna get it today. She thinks, oh, she gonna get it today. Like, come on. Like, what are you saying? People should start taking stuff as motivation, less as disrespect. Like, I like ass, baby.
Well, it goes that disrespect, like Shane. Where?
Sometimes. Hey, look. Sometimes you ain't got the schedule to hit the gym. Sometimes you just ain't got it. I've been working all day. Listen, you like that? Well, this is what you got. I don't know what you gonna do. What we just say, sometimes you gotta sacrifice for who you love. And if you know your baby girl like a nigga with abs, and you every time you see her click a picture, it's a nigga with abs, nigga, you better start doing crunches, nigga. Nah, because where does it end? So where does it end? So where does it end?
Married already, then maybe because she got to take a hell of an L to go fuck with the nigga with abs.
Where does it end, B? Check it out, B. B, where does it end? Your girl is liking all these pics with niggas with wavy hair.
I tell you where it ends. If she like an all light skinned nigga.
No. She's like,
because I can't do that.
Once you start it, like, nah. Like, you like what you like, but you got me. Bro. Like, what you mean?
Or she does.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I gotta hear this.
Or she just dealt with a lot of light skinned niggas, and that's what she used to, and then she got this chocolate and changed her mind. So sometimes she want vanilla, but she good with chocolate.
Here you go.
They ain't flying off again.
But that's the thing, like it's that's that line of disrespect, right? You feel like everybody's on it's some line somewhere, right? So if she keeps liking light-skinned nigga pictures, like that goes back to all of that thing of like consideration. And
I wouldn't say that's a line of this is my thing. And that's why
but you might not say, but somebody else will. Like like a female or even a male, it depends. Like, because I'm thinking vice versa too. But I'm just saying for female, like if I see you liking fat girl's butt, and I know my butt is I don't got a fat butt, you know what I mean? Not like with the ones you're liking. I'm gonna be like, what's up with that?
But that,
I mean, personally, I'm just saying, like.
So I got a question. If you see me only liking Ferraris, and we driving a Honda, will you be mad at me liking Ferrari pictures? I want a Ferrari. I would love a Ferrari. I know I can't get one.
That's what I'm saying.
But
You can't say, babe, I love a Ferrari.
I would be really Ferrari because I'm gonna be in it too. Yeah.
I would love a Ferrari, babe, but you ain't got a Ferrari. You got a Honda. Like, you can't like put that in their head like that, because that's how you build the insecurity.
Say it like this.
Huh?
If you right, or if I say I was driving the Honda, right,
Mm-hmm.
and all the time, every single time, you asking you riding around in something different like that. I guess it's more of that idea, not like, because it has to be pertain to like what is wrong with me, what's wrong with my Honda. But
I think women take men fantasies a little bit too far. Because we like a BBW don't mean we really like a BBW.
I can't agree with you saying that, because what you've been saying has been mad loose, bro. Because what you saying is, you tell your girl, babe, I'm with you, but I will fuck the shit out of her. I'm just saying, I'd fuck the shit out of her. That's what I want. But I'ma settle for you. That's essentially what you're saying. That's what she's hearing when you say that. No. That's what she's hearing. So in Lauren's example, she's like, you liking all these pictures.
Women out here that are like, oh yeah, I will fuck her too. We talking about just a regular old heterosexual woman who's kind of like,
like, you can't put that thought in their mind
women out
like
there
that.
too that's like, oh yeah, I will fuck her. Like, we're not talking about them. We're not talking about them. We just talking about ones who straight on.
So like, my thing is, and I don't know if y'all,
I feel like that deal with insecurity. That's an insecurity.
That's one that you're building though. That's one that you're creating though. That's what I'm saying. You're creating that insecurity for her. That's what I'm saying.
Because of the pictures I like.
No, because of what you're saying. Because of what you're saying. What you're saying is, hey, look, hey, you see that I'd fuck the shit out of her. I'm with you though, but I'd fuck the shit out of her. You're creating an insecurity in her head. So this is the thing, because I'm pretty sure.
Before you finish, who do not feel that way?
You can feel it. Don't tell her that. That's what I'm saying. Why would you voice that to her?
It's not even tell or show it.
Yeah, or show it. Why would you do that?
But we all feel that way, right?
I wouldn't say everybody.
Nah.
Everybody. You ain't never met somebody you can be like, I swear for Lord.
Nah.
I swear for.
I'm not saying all. I just said some. Some people actually do have self-control. Some people no. Don't get me wrong. We can't assume. We're not going to act like
self-control. Don't.
But we were talking about boundaries, like knowing, like, you just don't do or say, like Shane was saying. You just not.
You just can't say it. Like, don't tell them that. That's what I'm saying.
Let me tell you why I think I'm able to say it. Because a lot of the women I deal with are bisexual. So when I say stuff like that, I usually get agreements back, or they trying to.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She said with a heterosexual female.
That's why I said.
Okay, all right.
Women who are like, I would effort too. We're not talking about.
I got you.
Like, I only deal with men. Like, I'm not trying to join in. I'm not trying to get jiggy with it.
Yeah. Well, a lot of minds trying to get jiggy with it. Is that what you said back in 2002? They trying to get jiggy with it. Nah.
See, like, my thing, I don't know if y'all have that, because this is a habit that I have, and sometimes I do it without even knowing. But like, I'll be on IG, and I'll close the app, and then I'll open IG again as if like
and be a big booty bitch.
No. Like, I'll just do that automatically. So I've gotten in trouble to where like me and my girl are talking, and I'm listening to her, and then like I'll just open IG, and then she'd be like, now listen, I follow.
Hold on. Are we switching subjects?
No.
I think everybody should go see that book she was talking about. Say the book one more time. What's the name of the book again? Put the book up there again.
When Good Men Are Tempted.
Hey, sometimes you just want a new pair of shoes. Thanks. Everybody should read it. Go ahead.
Not even.
Now listen, my IG feed is pretty filthy. Not like filthy, but like, I got a lot of eye candy on my IG feed. A lot of
and
it.
Why is that?
Why?
I was single. Man, when
What
I'm
are you
single,
chasing for?
I can look at.
So
I
you're
can
not
look
single,
at. I can look at
but you're not
whatever I
single.
want when I'm single.
But you're not single
But
now.
listen though, and listen, I've tried it.
But you're not single. So have you deleted them?
Listen.
Are you out here still shoe
Listen,
shopping?
shut up. Listen.
Hey, don't talk to me like that. I don't respond to stuff like that. You gotta say be quiet or say it nicely. Can't just tell me to shut up.
Hey, wait, now you back?
Hey, look, I'm
You
sorry.
badgering me?
I'm sorry I made you feel this way.
Hey,
didn't know me saying shut
I
up.
accept your
He
apology.
can take anything.
I needed you to be quiet. I just didn't know me saying shut up would make you feel that way. I apologize.
Hey, I appreciate you understanding where I'm coming from and taking my feelings into consideration, and I really appreciate that. Go ahead, and fucking do what you do, cuz.
I wish it was that easy. It ain't never that
It's
goddamn
never.
easy.
It's never that easy.
It ain't never that goddamn easy.
It's never. I'm outside with a radio playing Drew Hill with a scooter. Rolling 5 steps. Go ahead, man.
So when I was single, yeah, I was following whatever I wanted to see, whatever eye candy, like it, it made no difference to me.
So why were you
And then-
following those
and
people?
then- because
Following
I was
them, period.
listen, I was single. I like what I like, and I was single. All right. Anyways, let me keep going with the story.
So you downgraded?
At one point, I was involved with somebody, and she felt as though she didn't like that. She was like,
Okay.
"Listen, I think you follow too many like IG models and stuff like that, and I don't like it." I said,
Say real. Say real.
I
She
said-
thought you was following too many bad bitches.
I said for you, I'm gonna go ahead and delete it, man. I'm not tripping. It wasn't until I started the process of like going through and unfollowing everybody, bro. On God, an hour and a half in, I'm still. Oh my! I didn't know I was still unfollowing so many goddamn. I had to take breaks. I was like, I'm following a lot of people, bro. Hey, listen, how about I just don't get on IG anymore when I'm with you? It's too many people. It's too many. I don't want you to feel any type of way, but it's just too many people for me to unfollow. And I don't want you to feel insecure in any type of way, but it's just too many people for me to unfollow. So that was like her situation. Now, when I'm finding with the relationship I'm in now, my girl will be on the phone and she'll be like, "You scrolling looking at them IG bitches again, ain't you?" Hold on, baby. No, I'm looking at IGN. They say the PlayStation 5's coming out. I swear to God, I wasn't doing that at all.
So my question to you, brother, my strong black king, why are you out here scrolling with these IG thick bitches that's nowhere thicker than probably what you have? And then you have her feeling insecure, like you said I was doing earlier.
Because
why is that okay?
Because I don't say it. Why is it okay for me to do what I do and why you can't do what you do?
Because
I don't say that I will fuck these bitches, and I don't follow anybody in the DMV. Ain't no temptation with me. This is all eye candy. This is just something good to look at while I'm going through my day. I'm not flying nobody out. I'm not in nobody DMs. I'm not following nobody in the DMV.
My question, let me finish. So she's on her Instagram, and every nigga on her Instagram look way totally balling better than you. Everyone. Every time you look over at her phone, it's some nigga on a yacht balling. Gang, we living life, man. Jewelry, own business. You're not gonna start feeling no type of way?
Okay, this is where I want to go with it now. Nah. This might get raw a little bit here. Okay.
Nah. Okay.
At what point?
Emotions.
All right. At what point do you feel? Okay, for example, when you were single, right? But now you when you were single, you found all these eye candies, right? Now you're in a relationship, right? Mm-hmm. Say you still follow a few IG eye candies, right?
Sure.
So the book is about your sexual pleasures. So, do you masturbate?
Nah.
To these women? You don't?
Nah. On
okay.
IG?
Okay.
And that's
go, girl. You go, girl. Get him.
Say nah, but you're not going to admit it, right? Not at least not on podcast, right? But that's what the book is getting at. Like, it's getting at the men's actual sexual pleasure. Like,
I got your back.
At what point are you tempted? Because when it becomes wrong is when you actually are lusting or you wanting, like, you're in a relationship, right? Mm-hmm. And let's just say you're not getting as much pleasure as you would like. Don't get me wrong. You're getting pleasure from your relationship, but you're not getting as much pleasure from your relationship, right? like you would probably like to? Do you catch yourself looking at IG models or porn or whatever it is that?
Oh, that don't count. That don't count. That don't count.
Why? Why?
You can't say porn. You can't. Who ain't watching porn? Who ain't watching porn? That don't count. That don't count.
Like, but look, listen to what she's saying. Are you watching porn from the shit you seen on IG? Like you hitting the IG model, then you following her to her porn?
Like OnlyFans? No, you don't pay for OnlyFans. There's too much free porn out here to
Oh,
pay for
shit.
no
Hey,
OnlyFans.
you got your answer, love.
No,
your answer.
there's way too much free stuff out here to be paying OnlyFans. That's
Right. But does that lead? See, but that's the thing. Does those things lead? Those eye candies lead to those things? Like you like, ooh, and you know where you can get it free at, right? You know where
what
you
you
get
mean?
it.
Like if you like big butts, then you'll watch like big butt porns. Is that
Right.
what you mean?
Whatever it is that makes you revert, because that's where the book is kind of talking about. Well, it's really talking about those relationships and like marriages where that's where you're tempted, because we know in the book it states like the Bible doesn't actually specifically state about masturbation being wrong. It actually doesn't. It doesn't state that where it's wrong is when you start to lust, is when you start to have no control of the action in which you're doing. Like you should never be wanting to masturbate, especially if you're in a marriage or in like, well, in marriage mainly, but masturbate if it's not your woman. So if you're not thinking about your woman,
Whoa! And what year are you living in?
dangerous.
What year are you living in?
Well, I'm just talking about the book. We know in this year, in the year that that's not the common thing. We know that. Like we know that's not the common thing. What they're saying is that is when it becomes a lust.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
lust means every time I masturbate, I'm only going to this woman's page.
Lust is like you want that woman.
I mean, when you usually
Like
masturbate,
when you lust over something, it's like you want that woman sexually. Like you want her.
Right.
You don't want to
When
see
you
her
usually-
videos. You want her.
when you're usually watching porn, you usually physically want the person that you're watching.
How are you watching porn, bro? That's not how it's supposed to be watched. What are you talking about?
What? When you watching porn,
you want the person?
Yeah, that I'm watching.
No, I don't want the person. I just want to see him perform and get on with my day, man. I don't want to. I don't.
What
want
are you?
them.
Are you watching a fucking play? Like, what do you mean?
I watch high production
I'm only
shit.
watching porn that's gonna turn me on.
I
want the person.
I watch high production shit. I am here to watch a performance and get on with my day, bro. I don't want that person.
Oh, see,
they're not
there we go,
telling
right
me
there.
anything. I don't know anything about that person, but they are a hell of a performer. What do you do your job? You do it well.
Our category of porn is totally different. You looking for the scenery in the backdrop.
You want the woman. You want her number. I don't want her number. I don't want her. Do your job. Perform on camera so I can go do my do and get on with my. I got shit to do, man. I ain't got time to be sitting here.
So what is making you watching porn? If you're not fixed on wanting the person that you're watching at the time, what are you watching?
The person that I want is the person that I have, which is my girl. She's not here right now.
Hey, that is because we're not in a therapist moment right now. You hear me, love? There you go again.
I need to go ahead and get this dude, get the do and get the going. I don't need to be lusting after this person that I'm watching, man. Nah, man.
I am
go
not.
ahead, knock this out until the next time I see my girl when I can actually like physically, but other than that, I'm not watching
so you telling me
so that I can want the performer.
You telling me
like no.
So you telling me you're just watching porn not because you're attracted to the person, not because that you can visualize yourself having.
He's watching the act of sex that he would like to do, but he can't do it.
Exactly. I can't. My girl's not here. I can't do this right now. Let me go ahead and watch this. Get on with my day.
So, are you watching? I got you, love. Are you watching females that look like your girl?
I'm watching all types
because you really want your girl. So I will go look for somebody that resembles my girl because that's who I really want at this time.
Well, look, when I'm watching porn, all right.
Okay. Okay. Why is that word so dirty?
It's just ill.
I
can't believe El Boogie has me on this podcast talking about porn.
Hey, this is gonna be a new show. Hey, our show's gonna be amazing. I'm posting this everywhere. Bro. I'm posting this everywhere.
When I'm watching a performance, all right? At the moment, I can't.
Like a movie? Are you reading the credits?
I can't perform with my girl, bro. I might feel like giving my girl back shots. I can't do that. So I'm gonna find somebody who real good getting back shots. That's what I want. That's my mind. Back shots. That's what I want to do. I'm gonna find me a chick that takes back shots really, really good. I'm gonna go ahead and watch that. Go ahead and get that out the way. Until the next time I see my girl. What are you talking about, bro? Like I'm not lusting after Cherokee the ass,
I'm gonna let you know right
like,
now. I am not watching porn and trying to find somebody that look like the person.
You gonna slide in the DM.
Listen,
that's what you gonna do.
No, can I finish? Can I finish?
I don't want these jokes, man.
The best part of pornography is the fantasy part of it. I am not about to keep scrolling until I find someone to look like somebody that I have. That takes the fantasy out of it. I'm looking for something that I probably can never get, maybe could get, or no possibility. You out here looking for women that look like your women?
Listen, I have a busy schedule.
Let her talk. Let her talk. Let her talk. I ain't get.
What you say?
She's been rolling the whole time. She got to say something. Go ahead.
What you say, El Boogie? What you say?
Said this is two different men's perspective on watching porn. This is research right here. This is somebody's college paper right here. One is watching it for the fantasy, and the other is watching it for the act because he can't do the act.
Bro, I got shit to do. I don't have time to be sick. I got go-tos. I have go-tos. It's a small list.
You have a go-to?
It's a small list. How much time do I have? You. And let's do this so I can get on with my day. I got shit to do, man. I got time to be fantasizing and getting in.
Oh, you different, man. I like candles.
I don't have time for that. I don't have time to light candles.
I like candles. I make sure all the doors are closed. I make sure all the lights are out. I make sure Google is playing.
So that's the thing. So okay, because I'm glad we have two different perspectives. So for you, Brandon, specifically, do you think because you watch porn to fantasize that doesn't put you in a dangerous space? Because if you can watch porn and fantasize about the person you want to, obviously you're saying you watching because I want to have sex with, the person I'm watching.
He wants that person.
And do you think that's not a dangerous area that you're in? Because if you can do that watching porn, then you're going to do that, right?
That's lust.
Right,
that's what you're doing.
That's lust. Yeah, that's lust.
Nope.
You're lusting.
You don't think that that's dangerous?
No. Lust is fine as long as you don't act. The act is dangerous. The act is wrong.
But that's the thing. You acted when you masturbated, lusting or fantasizing for the porn that you watch.
I am not out here watching porn for the production.
Doing it. You didn't
for
think
the
about
production.
You thought about the woman that you're watching.
Man, you're lusting, man. You're lusting, man. I'm doing it for science.
First of all, we can talk about these deadly 7 sins all we want.
I'm doing it for science, bro. You know what
you doing it for science.
I'm doing it for science.
Now, Shane, I have a question for you. Do you think it's weird?
This conversation is wild, bro.
Hey, this might be. Hey, this is a great episode. This is a great episode.
Go ahead.
Y'all make sure y'all go read this book.
Y'all read that book. That's what we talking about.
Hey, say it one more time.
For the record, we talking about that book. Put the book back up. There you go.
Read this book. This book's real good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Shay, now do you think it's weird? And do you think it's different? And I only say this because I've heard this happen. Do you think it's weird if like a man, right, comes to like this random guy comes to you and your girlfriend and says, "Hey, I want to watch you guys have sex."
Is that in the book? Jesus Christ.
No.
What?
Say it again. Somebody want to watch this
dude,
sex?
Bro.
Yeah, it's something I thought about because I had a college paper and stuff about
I missed
porn.
the question. I missed the
porn. But anyways, I just want to ask. I just want to know because I just want to know from a man's perspective. Would you, is that as weird? Is that weird, or is it any different than like how you're watching porn and masturbating, but you just don't they're not physically in the room with you?
Okay, hold on. Wait,
Okay,
I understand the question.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
All right.
honest. I'm not opposed to if I was to have a girl who wanted to do it, I wouldn't be opposed to starting an OnlyFans. So like, I don't know if a guy coming to me on the street asks me, that's a little weird. Like, whoa, bro, wait till the video gets out on OnlyFans. But like, I'm not opposed to that idea of
watching you guys have sex literally in the same room.
Nah, I can't do that. Nah, that's wild. No. Oh God, no.
Asking questions.
Ew, no. In the room with me, you stranger.
Ask me the same question.
He's
Ask the same question. Ask me.
Ew, that's weird, bro. What?
Is it? Is it?
Like, if you're watching on OnlyFans, you're paying for the content, you watch it in the comfort of your own home. I'm in the comfort of my own home with my girl performing in front of a camera. That is different from the nigga being in my room. Now pull her hair. Yeah, just like that. No, ew. Like,
first of all, you ain't listening to what she's saying, because first of all, you could charge more if he's in the room. Second of all, the man's is extra money. You feel what I'm saying? See, you ain't listening, brother. You gotta listen. I can do it. I'm working with a monster. I ain't got no problems with it. I lay it down. Video, I'm good. I can do it. Ain't no scared.
Nah, that's a bit.
You only live once, man.
That's
you only
a bit
live
much
once
for me, yo. Nah, not in
Why
the same room as me, man. Nah.
For real?
I'm thinking there are probably other men in this world that think that's nothing different except for you just like if they just sat back and mind you, sometimes they might not be involved. They just want to say, "Hey, I want to watch you guys have sex," and but I'm in the room. And to them, it's the same as watching porn. And they're not going to say, like you said, pull her hair. They're not going to speak. They just want to watch you guys have sex. Mm-hmm. And then they'll probably sex over and then they'll leave the room.
Are we getting paid?
I mean, I didn't go all there. I just wanted to see if there was any, like, significant in a man's, like, difference. Because you watching porn, no, they're not in the room with you. But would it seem or feel different if you were, like, I mean, because some people want to take that far. They want to literally be in the room. Because at this point, they have merged the boundary. Like, it's no different to if I was to scroll on the internet and watch the porn. Now I can physically say, hey, you know what? I actually want to see you guys have sex. I'm going to be in the same room. But they're not going to say anything. They're just going to do their thing. And they're going to watch you guys have sex. And they're going to be out.
Let's get this money, baby, and put on a show. You want a backdrop? Do you want music in the background?
I think most men, if there's or people that are like that, you know, they know they're going to have to pay, or they know that it will get somebody to do it for them if they send out the money. They're not going. Obviously, we know they're not going to do it for free.
I'll let you know right now, I'm not rocking for free, but your money, right, brother? You can sit right there in that little corner all you fucking want, bruh. Don't you touch, grab, or say shit. Don't you look at me. You better look at her. Matter of fact, when you're done, you got to go. You got to go. Ain't no 2 rounds. Ain't no 3. When you're clean, out the door. I'm with it. That's a quick $700 right there, brother. You bullshit.
It's all fun and games. See, like, what the, baby, did you spit on me? Wait.
Huh? I don't get it.
Wait a minute. This ain't.
Why is he so close to this?
How you going to, you working? You going to keep eyes on him at the same time? You working.
Yeah. This is a job now.
Nah.
This is a job now.
If I know anything about humans, they always cross a line. They always cross a boundary. You tell them no, they always take it upon themselves to say yes. Nah, man. Hey, Phenom said you in the splash zone. Phenom said you in the splash zone, partner. That's what you.
Cause y'all don't know about the security screen I got in the back. You gotta stay behind the glass.
You can't be
anything happen behind the glass.
You can watch on the camera virtually. You can be somewhere else and you can pay for it. That's what OnlyFans is for. Keep it safe, man. Keep it safe. You a stranger. You can be a whole serial killer. Once I'm done, you kill us both. Nah, I ain't got it's too many things I got to consider. I just want to stroke her down. I don't want to have to consider if this nigga's gonna kill me in the background. Hey, I don't want to. I don't want to have to think about that while I'm working, man. No,
brother, you only got one life, brother.
No,
and these women are gorgeous and amazing, brother. So I'm gonna have all the fun they willing to have with me. You bullshit. There's one life. If she want to do it on a trampoline, let's order a trampoline. Why not? Like, when are you gonna ever do it again? When? When?
Never, bro. Never. And on that note, we are 2 hours and 33 minutes into this pod. It's a good time to go ahead and wrap it up. So, I would like to thank B Fry for coming through. L
I'm
Boogie.
flying in this baby. Hey.
L Boogie, it was a pleasure having you again. This isn't the first. This is the second, but it will not be the last, most definitely. Same thing with you, B Fry. Adrian, for anybody who caught the hour and a half when he wasn't here, he was here in the beginning, and in a very trash maneuver, he left mid pod. But Adrian, if you can hear, if you're still watching, hey man, thanks for being a guest on this one. Appreciate you coming through there, brother.
Hey, brought to you by, sometimes it's your life, man. People gonna look in, people gonna look out. Live it yours. Also brought to you by a Bud Light Platinum, nigga. For them.
They ain't paying nothing. How do I mute them? They ain't paying nothing. There ain't no free ads in here.
That's how you started. They gonna be here tomorrow.
Anyways, I appreciate you guys coming through. Chat, I appreciate chat. You all lit it up today, man. Obviously, we was definitely touching on some very good topics today because you all were not short on the things that you had to say. I appreciate you all saying what you did. You all also kept the conversation going, so thank you a lot. And yeah, so we're gonna get out of here. Chat, love you as always. L Boogie, B Fry, love you guys.
Knows that any topics that you guys want us to touch on and talk on, they can put it down in the chat too. We'll
most definitely. Any topics for next time, throw it in the chat.
Hey guys, same time next week.
We might do it might be back to Sunday. Hopefully Adrian's finished with his vacay.
Hey, I'm off on Sundays, man. We can do this, man. Let's get this stuff popping. I'm about to post this everywhere that I know.
Of course.
I'm telling you. It might be on Pornhub. You might go Big Booty Bitch Shane podcast. You never know where it might be. You're gonna watch it though. You're gonna watch it.
And on that note, again, hey, we're out of here, you guys. Love you, lads. Appreciate it. Bye.
Gang, gang.